Concern is when the check get delivered. So while you watching mine, I'ma keep it pressing, my nigga. No stress, chase success with the rest of my niggas. We get stripped. Heard a lot of niggas that talk all in they feelings. Said that I won't never be popping and I done did it. Feel like I'm Steph with the shot, I gotta hit it. Been on my grizzly, get up and get it. On my grind, chasing the squat, my niggas with it. Niggas try and come for my spot, they not gon' get it. I hold it down, bro, it's a lot, been getting busy.
What's poppin', everybody? Battle Rap Opinions. Salute to everybody rocking with me. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the alert bell. And again, as we explain with the algorithm things, man, if you see these videos pop up, sometimes it's better to just click them on the spot, even if you can't watch them, because YouTube keeps doing some shit after you don't watch something for a certain amount of time. They're not even giving the alerts as much. You know, of course, if you have the bell, you're gonna get as alerts as possible. But if after a certain amount of time, you know, let's say they give you an alert to 5 different videos, you know, from my channel, if you don't watch it, at some point they think you have no interest in it. So just make sure you're clicking on that. To everybody who's been voting for myself and the union for you know, Champion is putting together a panel to talk about Champion of the Year. Excuse me, I don't know where to put this. I'm gonna talk about Champion of the Year. So I see they're talking about it on Twitter. I see a lot of people tagging me and the other union members visual and DM me. I can't begin to express to anybody, you know, how much that means to me, because everybody's pretty much just saying that they trust our opinions. They're trying to say they can rely on what we have to say and feel like they can trust us in battle rap. And that means a lot to me. We might not ever get acknowledged in terms of, you know, might not ever be on Champion or have Champion be on the Champion of the Year panel. But just the fact that people are even mentioning us in that conversation, I know I definitely feel this way. Just being mentioned in that conversation, it means the world to me. So, you know, I just can't thank you guys enough. You know what I'm saying? I know since earlier my phone been getting a lot of alerts for people tagging us, people retweeting, other people tagging us into that conversation in terms of answering Jay Black and, you know, who they feel should be on that panel. And again, I'm just grateful. Thank you for rocking with me. If you follow me on social media, I've been getting a lot of people following me lately. Some people are new to Twitter or don't tweet as much, or don't have their actual picture on their default picture. So if you watch us, whether it's just me directly or us as the union, what I need you to do is, if you follow me on social media, let me know that you saw us from there, because some people's accounts I look at, I don't even know if they're real accounts, or, you know, I don't follow accounts that people tweet 3 tweets a year, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, cause they just seem like fake accounts to me. I don't know what to trust. So let me know that you rock, you know, that you rock with me, or that you follow me because you watch the blog or anything of that sort, so that way I can follow you right back and we could have dialogue about the battles, as I do a lot of people on there. So salute to everybody, man. Again, thank you so much. The first battle, we got 2 battles we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Big T versus Ooops for the Match 4 King of the Dot event, which I was at. And then there is, we're going to talk about the Trap New York. Salute to No Mercy and the rest of the staff there. We're going to talk about the Trap New York battle of 2 young up-and-coming guys, ETG and Kid Nyheem. So we're going to start off there, actually. I want to start there. So let's go. It's a 3-round battle between 2 young up-and-coming guys. According to what the Kid Nyheem said, his name is Kid Nyheem, for the record. I'm not just calling him a kid. Even though both these brothers are real young, they look like teenage. Well, one just said he just graduated high school. The other one look like he's in high school. They're very young guys. And if you know anything about the trap, some of your favorites have came through trap doors, a battle on the trap. And, you know, it's been a lot of, you know, they're a league for up-and-coming, for guys to get their first shots. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, first round was on Kid Nyheem. That leave your family struggling recession bar was just fucking crazy. Excuse me, it's fucking hot in here. That recession bar, leave your family struggling shit, that shit was crazy. That was a crazy line, man. I was very impressed with that. Then he followed up with a stock drop line. He had a quick stumble, or he stumbled like super quick. I guess like over a word or something. Like, you know, he was getting into his shit, getting into his rhythm. He had a line where he said, he was, the line went some, I don't want to butcher it, it went something about mixed kids, Puerto Rican and black kids mixed. And he said, dead body nigga, he said, leave a dead body nigga reeking. So nigga reeking, that's what they call a lot of mixed kids that are black and Spanish. I know I have a lot of them in my family, and you know, that's sometimes what people call them that. You know, more of the story is I got the line real good. I thought it was clever. I like the way he put that together. The kid Nyheem, off the gate, what I noticed out the gate was his flow. He had a hell of a flow and a pretty good delivery for dude. This is only his I think his third or fourth battle. Like, you know, he seemed out the gate to be a very, you know, of course there's things to work on, but he seemed very polished, and I was impressed by that. Which carried through the battle, man. I was very impressed with his delivery, some of his bars, some of the setups. Like, of course there's things to work on. You know, these are these guys' first battles, but it was like, wow. So ETG, he had a kid to work child labor laws, which was like, it was really dope, and especially because the dude he's battling, clearly it was a play off the dude he's battling his name, Kid Nyheem. You know, you get it, right? Kid to work child labor laws. That was crazy. The Uncle Drew line was definitely fire. That Big Papa Biggie Smalls line was crazy. At the end of the day, my biggest problem I seen in this first round was the pausing. Like, almost after every single bar, he just paused, almost like he was expecting a reaction from every single bar, and that's a mistake. You know, but again, I don't know how many battles ETG has, but you know, he's young in his career. As a, you know, the first round for both of them, you see a lot of promise from the both. Like, wow, these guys, you know, they look like there's a lot of potential there. He ended the round awkwardly, you know, and that's something that happened throughout the battle, and I see that a lot with these guys, which is understandable. Like, these are their first battles. It's just they don't know how to end the round, and there's some vets sometimes who have trouble with that, how to, you know, how not to. But you know, they're at a point where they have a better idea. These guys, they definitely need to work on that. But it's key and on this level, because sometimes that could mean the difference between a win or a loss. You know. So anyway, second round, the kid Nyheem, that Holocaust, you guys get it. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was fire from him. This line that he had here, and I'm not gonna try to say the whole line and fuck it all up. But you guys, oh, by the way, I got the link in the description. You go check this battle out. But that concrete pavement, is that street enough line? He said, you know, something about slamming his head into the concrete pavement. Is that street enough? That was fire. The way he set that up, the way he delivered it, and in general, I really like that, man. I thought that was dope. That barber chair line, he went into this whole thing on how people come into barber chair schemes, and you know, he's like, well, you know what, for this one time I'll do it better. Boom, he did it, and I thought it came off really good. My only problem in this round was really off the crowd. I hate with a passion people grabbing and pushing people over lines that they like. Excuse me, I'm looking crazy over here. Like, you don't gotta be grabbing and yanking on. I fucking hate that with a passion. All over battle rap. Like, that's something in battle rap I want to see go. Like, somebody like a line, everybody on stage gotta grab somebody's shirt and push them. In this situation, they kept doing that to the kid Nyheem. They even pushed him, and he went into ETG. Now, my problem with that, especially you guys in the fucking venue, is how you know how somebody's gonna take that? How you know if somebody's gonna be cool with the fact that you just bumped into me like that? Like, and the kid wasn't even paying attention when he got pushed into him. ETG wasn't paying attention when they pushed Kid Nyheem into him. So my whole thing, you don't know what the reaction could have been. He could have turned around, thought he was being disrespected and swung, or decided to push him back. Now we got a whole melee going on. For what? That's something in battle rap. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that trend to go. It's been here in battle rap too fucking long. Let's get back to the battle, though. I don't want to take away from what these young guys got going on. ETG goes in that second round. That ringworm line was definitely fire. He had a line where he said, missing kid, the missing kid on the back of the box, the real one is in it. Like, get it, the dude's battle name is Kid. You're missing, and you get it, right? I'm hoping you get it. If not, go watch the battle. What was that? That sickle cell line was crazy from him. My issue in the second round from ETG, I guess there was a few times like he explained his bars. You know, that's really not a good thing, especially he has like, you know, well, we'll get into that at the end of this battle. Kid Nyheem, third round. The house line, the house little line scheme thing was dope. The HBO line was dope. ETG started off with the aggression joke because, as you've seen in the battle, the Kid Nyheem, you know, as every round went in, his aggression went up a little bit, was more in front of him, bumping him a little bit. Some of it too was people pushing him, but, you know, so ETG played off that as almost like as a rebuttal. I thought it was very good, very smart, the way he did it, where, you know, because there's a clear difference in body size, so he like kind of lightly brushed him and made a joke about the aggression. I thought that was very smart, very witty of him to do. But then the rest of his round is like he had a very hard time getting through that round, and at the end of it, he couldn't, and he called time. So at the end of the day, I think it was a good showing from both these young dudes, man. Nothing to hang your head about. I think they both show crazy potential. But this battle to me went 3-0 to Kid Nyheem. I thought it was obvious every round that he won, even though I had the second round. Wasn't the second? Well, the first round was close. The second round was close as well. But I thought, you know, it was clear that Nyheem took both, and Kid Nyheem took both of those two. And then the third round is not even a debate on that. What I want to see from ETG is a lot. Both of them have a lot to work on. In terms of ETG, I want to see him work on his delivery more. You know, I don't know how many battles he's had, but he has to work on those deliveries. He has to work on the way that he announces some of the things. Enunciation, I think, will be key for him, because he has some dope bars that had he announced it a little bit better, the way that he said the word, you know, and all of that, I think it would have hit a lot better. When it comes to the kid Nyheem, my only criticism from him, I have to be honest, is that he had like one or two moments, or maybe like 2 or 3 moments where he came off like some of the way he was performing and stuff kind of came off like the Goonies. And there's nothing really wrong with that, because maybe that's who he's influenced by right now. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, don't let that, don't be so influenced that you start using this style so much. Like I said, it was little spots you seen it come out, but it was like, okay, you know what? Just make sure that you don't make this a reoccurring thing, because you want to stand out. And as of right now, I think he's for only having 3 or 4 battles, this being his 3rd or 4th battle, he was very polished, man. In terms of that, like, I was very impressed by him. Again, they're both young brothers. They got a lot going on ahead of them. Salute to the trap. You know, as always, you know, you want to see rise of stars, this is where you want to go. You know, and a lot of times vets come through too. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's what the league is particularly built for. You know what I mean? For the young up and coming guys. Excuse me. Let's get into this next battle. King of the Dot's match 4 release. Finally, it took them a long ass time, man. Big T versus Ooops. This was a 3-round battle. Now I was at this event and I got there at the end of the Big T and Ooops battle. You know, at first I thought I missed the battle completely, but then I watched the footage and I was just watching the battle. I was like, wow, you know, I see myself in the footage a few times. I didn't miss the whole battle. I thought I did. And then when I watched it on pay-per-view, what happened was I never got past the 2nd round, and that's not dissing them. It has nothing to do with what happened in this battle. I'm just saying, like, with all the other battles, like, you know, I don't know how many times I watched Chillin' Iron Solomon and Man for Real, so on and so forth, right? All right, so let's get into this, man. I don't want to waste too much time. First round is on Big T. Big Terrence. What's poppin', Big T? Big T lately been feeling underappreciated. You know what I'm saying? I've been messing with him on Twitter a little bit, man. Salute to Big T, though. The first round, that Office Alderman flips, I thought they were dope. I like that he did it, and I like that he didn't overdo it for these flips. He didn't overdo these. That hog spit in the face of Bruce Banner, that was fire, and that's a double. That's a double joint because think about it. Ooops' name is Bruce, and if you don't know, he's also a pilot. Salute to Ooops, man. But we're gonna get into Ooops, man. I got so much respect for what he's doing in the community. We'll talk about that. So when he said Hawk spit and Bruce Banner could be the Hulk. Bruce Banner, Bruce being Ooops, and the banner that has his name, you know, for the politics and shit like that. Yeah, let that marinate. That shit was fucking fire. Salute to Big T for that. I really thought that was, even though he got some reaction, I'm like, I don't really think that people let that shit sink in. That was crazy. That Noodles and Section 8 line was fucking fire from Big T. You know, first round on Ooops, the NWX Shine flips. The NWX / Shine flips was dope. I really like that. The Silence the T Sue Surf line, I thought was definitely fire. The left-right bipartisan shit, fucking crazy. That was crazy. I thought the cable scheme was dope, and he ended the round off with the Masters green jacket line. You know, a golf line. I thought it was fire. Now I got this round really close. I really think this round is close, but I gave it to Big T. I thought Big T did enough to take this round. I thought it's very close. I thought it's clear enough. I got Big T up here by 2 points. It's clear enough that you know Big T won, but it was definitely close. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Ooops. He definitely came with it. And to me, once that first round happened, I said, damn, we in for a fucking slugfest, man. This about to go down. Second round, Big T starts calling out Ooops' style, messing with him about his style. He said he looks like a snitch from Gangland. That was funny. That was definitely funny. The panhandling line was funny, and the Last Dragon line I thought was really dope from Big T. And he ends it with some shots at Verb and Hitman, which of course we want to see it competitively and everything like that. That's definitely, I know Big T and Verb were supposed to battle before, and I think Verb ended up in the hospital or something to that effect. So seeing them throw them shots, that's dope, man. Hopefully we can get that going again sometime. From a historical standpoint, I always would like to have seen that when we know Verb battle a lot of them dudes from the Midwest, and them two were going back and forth for a minute. Ooops goes, man. I don't know if y'all remember on the mag, I think it was Billboard magazine or something like that. I think it was Billboard magazine, where they announced that Big T had died and stuff. Somebody else had passed away, and they put a picture of Big T. So Ooops did something very creative and smart and played off of that. So he went into the whole Big T fake death jokes. You know, I thought that was dope. He's having a good second round, and then he chokes. He ended up getting it back, spits a little bit more. You know, I was happy that he didn't absolutely quit when that happened. I hate when guys do that and don't even try to get it back. Because while I feel if you choked, you lost the round anyway, it just as a supporter of the sport and someone who loves battle rap, like I want to feel like you give a fuck. I want to feel like you do care. You know what I'm saying? Not only for my money, but also for the love of the sport. You know, so yeah, you lost the round with a choke, but attempting to finish it off maintains our respect. I think that's something that's lacking in battle rap right now. So, you know, we're going to the third round. The shotgun Suge Stringer Bell line from Big T to Ooops, I thought was fire. That diamond push-up line was fire. And then he said, you know, talking about leaving a hole in your chest, the size of a diamond. If you ever done diamond push-ups, like, oh, you got to think about that and like, fuck, this was fire from Big T. This was definitely dope. My problem with this from Big T, he kept it going. He kept flipping the diamond and push-up shit, the push-up line. He kept flipping it. So I got a little redundant in that third round from Big T. I like the initial punch, and then he just went too far with it. He stretched it out too far. He had it was a pretty short round when you compare it to the rest, and it seemed like he was about to stumble at the end, and then he just caught time. But he you know, it was decent for a third round. To me, it didn't match up with the other 2 rounds that he gave us, but that's saying a lot because I thought his first 2 rounds was fire. I really do. Oops goes. He rebuttals Big T spinning around. So if you got to watch the battle, the link is in the description. You'll see when Big T, you know, he was performing, man. He did his thing. So Oops rebuttal about the spinning around shit was pretty funny. He broke down Big T's style in terms of the gun sounds and how it affects life. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you think about what it is that Oops does in terms of politics and you know, and the work in the hood, you know. So you know, he was making that comparison and went into an Avenger scheme that I thought was fire. The problem was he chokes again. So Oops is having a fire third round and he chokes. You know what I'm saying? So and then he went into the whole he had a opioid epidemic line. I thought was fire. Overall, I felt like if Oops didn't choke in that third, I felt like he would have took that third. That's the way I see it. So I think it's safe to say Big T got this 3-0. I don't think this was a body bag, and it's Oops choking in 2 rounds, so it's hard to call that a body bag. But at the end of the day, you have to give credit to Big T. That first round was fire, second round was fire, third round was you know. But seeing that, like, I was happy for Big T at the moment. I know I was there at the RB event, you know. I also know how he feels about that. I know how he feels about everybody's criticism of him. But Big T, you got to understand something. Like, you set the standard a long time ago, my man. And that goes for all these guys and all the vets, especially the guys who are perceived as legends of some sort. You set the standard for yourself. Don't be mad at us for keeping you to that standard and expecting more from you, especially when we coming out our pocket for shit. But Big T, if you created the fucking bar, like, don't be mad at us. You know what I'm saying? So seeing Big T, especially in that first round, I'm like, wow, this is fucking fire. This is fire. And all you could do right now is praise Big T because he was dope in this battle to me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't agree, let me know why you don't agree. If you do agree, let me know why you agree. If you disagree with in terms of whether it was a body bag or not, I need you to explain to me why you see it that way. So when you get in the comment section, please explain why. Don't just make the phrase, "Oh, it was a body." No, like, tell me why you think that, or oh, you know, Oops deserved more credit, or whatever the case. Because I had somebody already tell me they think Oops took that second round. No, excuse me, I'm wrong. I had somebody say Oops took that third round even with the choke, and I don't agree with that. If you choke, you lose the round. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, salute to Oops. Oops is doing a lot in the community, man, and to see one of our own, not only from my minority standpoint, if you don't know and you need to know, I'm Puerto Rican. Not only from seeing one of our own in terms of Black and Spanish and, you know, just minorities, seeing one of our own change the lifestyle and be able to do something in the community. Man, I'm proud. I never met him before, but I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him. And to see, you know, somebody from the streets like myself do something better and be able to do something that potentially is going to help our children, or in this case the children of St. Louis, later on in their future, man, all I could do is commend Oops, and I think we all should. We should all, every time we see Oops, we should all be saluting him. From nothing to something, man, and to be able to help make change in our community. You understand? Like, yo, wow, what else can you say about that? So salute to both those guys. Thank you for putting on. Thank you for this battle. Salute to King of the Dot. I'm waiting to see what you guys got next, man. I can't wait. Hopefully it's something I can be at. All right? So salute to you guys, man. Make sure you hit the alert bell. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. You know, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for rocking with me. Salute.